just holding on, ain't even picking up my phone.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy AWOL Beatz here with another episode of Moss Talk. And today, the one you heard saying, excuse me, is, to me, today's gonna be a very special episode, not only because it's not a musician. Well, I don't know, maybe one day, but it's somebody that I've been watching their career for like the last couple of years. I've seen her come from the bottom, grab a fan base and take them to places I've never seen before, especially in the city of Richmond. And it's people like this that we gotta applaud. It's bosses like this that we need to get behind and figure out what they need and how could we be on their level. Today we got the head honcho of trap cardio, Ashley Redwood, man. What's going on?
Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey,
How you doing today?
I'm good. And you?
I'm doing good. Like we were saying, what was it, probably Saturday? Mm-hmm. I think I was saying, like, you're one of the most interesting people I've watched from afar in the city. So before I get into, why you're interesting, could you tell us, like, who is Ashley? How you got to be, I'm talking about from the early beginnings. Just like you just asked me what part of the city I'm from.
Uh-huh.
I want to know all that and how you got to become who you are right now.
Well. I'm Ashley Redwood.
Bang,
born
bang.
and raised in Richmond.
What high school?
I went to Richmond Community High School.
Okay, shout out community.
Yes, community. Okay. They probably, so
that means you were smart.
That means you smart.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's what they are.
I'm from real Richmond. I know what that means.
Right. Yes.
That don't show no school district or where she lived. That was all academia right there.
I have always been someone who's been fighting between two worlds.
Okay.
Which is the creative world
okay.
and the analytical world.
Okay.
Like always.
Yes.
I remember in elementary school I got in trouble one time because we had formed a little company, JAWK Company, and we were selling like GIMP and lotions and stuff.
Oh, I remember the GIMP
the bracelets. Yeah, we got in trouble. They was like, we can't do that no more. So it's like, I feel like I've always had like an entrepreneurial spirit in me, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I'm naturally like a double dabbler.
Yeah.
Social butterfly. Whenever I got a job, I never worked in the same area where I lived in.
Okay.
Because I always wanted to get to know people, new faces.
That's an underrated skill set, especially today with what I be seeing with these customer service. I be like, you've never left your neighborhood until today.
Right, and you need to go outside of it, even if that means just going down the street. Like,
yes,
really. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Let me help.
Because you asked me how I got to where I am today.
Yeah,
and
that's a broad question. So let's back up.
Be mean.
How was high school for you? Like what was Ashley like in high school? Because a lot of people, like you were saying, like I've always had this entrepreneurship, and to me, a lot of things, especially a lot of qualities of myself, I can look back and go, I've been wanting to do these things. But so what was you doing during that high school era?
High school, I was just working. Like I just always wanted. So I came from a 2-parent household. Right?
Okay, bang.
But I later learned that we were hood rich.
Okay,
I thought we had money, but we didn't really have money. But I knew the power of money, even when it came down to like. My mama said I can't do something because it's her money in that mine.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll beat you at that. I'm going to get a job.
Yes.
So I started working at 14 illegally at Popeyes.
Okay, shout out, which one?
It was
Don't say LeBaron.
Yes,
Oh,
LeBaron.
God, no.
It was the one, Yep, the old Popeyes back in the day.
God bless her for still being here, but go ahead.
So I started working there, and then it just, I have never, I think since 14, it was one summer that I didn't work.
Yeah.
So I went for Popeyes, the U-Crops, which
one? Forest Hill?
Brook Road. I don't never work in the same neighborhood now, baby. Come on now. Come on.
Okay.
And I learned hierarchy there, you know, following a ladder, you know, stuff like that. But at high school, I was voted friendliest.
Okay.
Most talkative.
Okay.
I was trying to find my space. I'm learning now that I am assertive. Back then, it might have been seen as aggressive.
Yes. Especially for a black female back then.
Right. And I had my traumas developed then, right? Yeah. Because, okay, so I'm living now, when I was in high school, we had moved to Fulton.
Okay.
Right? So in Fulton Bottom, like, oh, you the smart girl, da, 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 da. When I go to this diverse school, because it's the first time I've dealt with diversity in the community.
Yeah.
So I go to this diverse school, and it's like, it's almost like the people that always do everything were handpicked. Like, you see the same faces all the time. So then I got this trauma of feeling unseen and unheard.
Yes.
So I just kind of had a effort attitude for a while. But, I mean, I was making money. I got through, I graduated, you know, went to ODU and everything. But,
you went to ODU? Mm-hmm. Shout out to ODU. That's my dad graduated from, too. What made you choose ODU, though? I don't mean to cut you off, but it's just... Because what year, I don't mean to go back too far, but that's during like the different world HBCU. Mm-hmm. So did that play a part in any of your decision, or you just chose?
So community was my first taste of diversity, right? So then it made me, not to say that we don't have diversity in our community, but it was different to me. It was a culture shock. So I'm learning about people who practice different religions and just societal things. And so I was like, because I got accepted to Virginia State too. Okay. But it was a way of going away a little bit, but still close enough, and then still being able to get around all those different cultures. You can get there
from emergencies, but you're still away enough to still figure yourself out.
Right. And then I'm like all in this new kind of element, so I'm meeting even more people that come from different upbringings and stuff, and it's giving me different perspectives. So that's why I chose ODU.
Yeah. And I can tell by when I first met you, that's why I hinted at that, because you're one of those people that I can tell just by having conversations. Like, she's talked to a lot of different, not only just people, but different culture, age groups. You can tell that, and that's a skill. And
but I didn't even know that.
No one, during those adolescents, when I say, shout out to some of the teachers in the city of Richmond, but a lot of teachers, like for me, they saw that in me, and I didn't know what to do with that. I'm like, I talk to anybody, they're like, yeah, but you see Lil Ron, like, he can't speak to that older gentleman the way you did, make him laugh, blah, blah, blah. And when I see the way your qualities are, I go, is that a business act? Like, I don't.
And we didn't even know it. Because, like, in school, it's like, they telling my mama, Miss Williams. Yes. No matter where we move her chair, she talking to everybody. They like, we done moved her beside the board that don't talk to nobody.
And she'd have found a way to get him to talk.
Yeah, and I'm just like, but we just like, I'm getting in trouble for talking all the time. What's this? Socializing get me in trouble. Yes. But that's a skill.
It is.
That's a skill. And then I didn't even hear about it, or I wasn't commented on it until probably in the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And somebody was like, you have the gift of connection. And I was like, oh, what the hell that mean?
Yes.
But, I'm seeing it more so now. Even last week at Bojangles, I took my son. Okay. And he was like, Mommy, you and the lady in the drive-thru got a good relationship. And I was like, what? Because he eats Bojangles all the time. So then the lady was like, barbecue sauce. Yeah. And he was like, Mommy, you talk to everybody like you already know them. Yes. And little does he know, that comes from my own anxiety. Yes. Right? I feel like I'm an awkward black girl, right?
See, shout out to Issa Rae.
Yes.
That was what helped a lot of people figure that out too.
So small, we thought it was weird. And they were like, it's so normal. Small talk makes me nervous. Yes. Icebreakers, like that shit makes me nervous. So in my mind, if I talk to you like I already know you, then we went past all the weird shit. And you I made you comfortable, we can be comfortable.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
People think, like, because I do that, I'll go to Family Dollar when I get in the cashier. People think like I just have a knack of just won't shut up. Mm-hmm. But what really happens is once I get in that line, it's now got to be an awkward exchange between a stranger. And for me, like you said, like I know how to cut it on, but I'm cutting it on because I'm nervous.
Because they say this again.
And to people, they be like, you are so outgoing. I'm like, really? I want to go in. Right. I'm a hermit crab.
That's exactly.
But, and like I said, I've saw it through you. Like, I studied psychology in college. Okay. Only for my own mental health, reasons. But watching you navigate with so many different people and seeing how you do it, I was like, looking like, oh my God, she the smile that she's giving is infectious. Like it's even if that person's having a bad day, you're about to make them have a good day by accident. You know what I mean? But so how did you turn that, like you said, into a business? Like I saw you flourishing throughout the pandemic, but like take me through that journey.
Let's see. So how did we get here? So I was at a teenage girl summit recently.
Okay.
And they were asking like us, how do we start a business, right? Yeah. And I was like, some people find the business. Yeah. Sometimes the business finds you.
Oh, she preaching now, y'all.
So like my son is 11 now. So about 9-10 years ago, I'm like the only one in my circle. I had a baby. I'm like, I'm so uncomfortable now. I'm like 325. I'm like, I need to lose weight, but I need some motivation. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, maybe but this was before everybody was a fitness addict and everything on Instagram.
Yeah, look, now it's become like the new drug,
like
the new hustle.
Influencer.
Yeah. Oh. We'll talk about that offline, but I get you.
So I was like, let me just share my journey, and maybe somebody will give me advice, or maybe they'll cheer me on. Maybe I get the motivation, because I don't want to worry everybody around me with my journey. So maybe I always say my tribe will find me.
Preach.
And that's kind of how it happened. So I started doing like Zumba, and I was taking a class, and then the person I was going to at the time was like, you would be a good instructor. And I'm like, what? Because I'm never a front row person.
Yes.
I like my space, I like my time. So I'm up, still to this day, if I'm in somebody else's class, I'm in the back. Yeah. Like, don't call me out, because you're going to get awkward. You know? But she led me to be an instructor, and people were seeing things that I didn't see in myself. So they were like, girl, you an instructor that comes to the front, do a dance. And I'm like, what? What are we doing here? And so I never stuck with it though. Yeah. But every year for my birthday, I would do a birthday class, and my family and friends would come out. So then one time, a lady, Coco of Coco Juice, came to me, and she was like, I feel like fitness will work with my business. You should teach here. And I'm like, I ain't never did it consistently now. Yeah,
you know? You do know this is a one-off.
Right. And this was in 2018.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay. And so we did it. She started going live, which was the most uncomfortable thing ever, because y'all, even now I'm a thick instructor, but then I was a fat instructor, okay? So I'm just like, I'm looking at these angles, and I'm like, yo, I'm not looking at these videos that they posting. Yeah. Now it's hyping everybody up, because everybody got the spirit of go big girl, what you gonna do? Yeah. But I was so uncomfortable watching it. But people saw me teach, and they was like, she look like me. Yeah. We going through this together. If she can move that fast at her weight, then let me go, and maybe I can move. And that literally is what started it. That started it. Now I'm about to talk your head off.
No. That's what we're here for. Because like I said, this is gonna help that next entrepreneur. It may not be the same thing, but it's that same. Like I'm following your journey. It's that mindset. Like you said, it came to you. But once you figured out,
so now so that's the creative part. I told you I always battle with analytics and creative. So while I'm teaching these classes, I'm working for the federal government. I was an investigative analyst for IRS criminal investigation.
Oh, wow.
Right, so I'm all numbers.
Fair in the building. No,
That's right, I went from one trap to the next.
Bars.
It was always numbers, all that, I use one side of the brain, but I never got to use the other side. Yes. So I'm in the office, and I was expressing myself through, like, my hair and tattoos. Like, I go in the office with purple braids, and it was cool. Until Trump became president, and then the dynamic of the office changed dramatically. We got a new manager, and it went from my coworkers respecting me, but the management didn't. So you got everybody trying to fight for this girl. Like,
changing on the gods is real. Like, I was in the government during that same time, and I transitioned the same time.
I'm in there like, yo, I got degrees. Like, don't let the purple braids fool you, baby. Like, I pull weight right here. And so, like, it came to be a place where I was dreading to go to.
It becomes depression.
Right. So, finally, I got promoted in 2018. Same time I'm doing the dance classes. Yes. But they're like, in order to keep this promotion, you got to go to D.C. Ugh. So, I'm finding solace in the dance class because I get to take off the mask. Yes. But I've worked so hard, and this is the promotion I always wanted. So that means in 2018, I would get up in the morning, because now I'm in a new location, dancing. Teaching dance classes at 5:30 in the morning, catching the Amtrak or the van, or driving to D.C. for work.
Mm-hmm. With a shuttle at Walmart.
Yes, right. What they call it? The pocket ride.
Pocket ride, yeah.
Come on back from D.C., teach class in the evening, and then I'm still a mama and a wife.
Yeah.
And all the things. And I was in school to get my master's.
Oh, yeah.
So all of the things in the 2018, a drunk driver drove through my house.
What?
When I tell you all of the things, so a lot of times when I come off in my business and I'm very passionate and it can almost seem as aggressive, like I tell everybody, you do not know the cost that I have paid to be where I am. And I still have a long way to go, but I have, so jump started this in March. The house thing happened in April.
Oh.
So for 7 months, on top of the commuting and trying to figure this business thing out, we were displaced for 7 months. 7 months.
Oh my God.
7 months. So it was a lot, but I was just like, there is no risk without reward. I mean, there's no reward without risk.
Yes.
No matter what route I take, it's going to take some sacrifice, right? So I fought through it. From 2018 into 2020. And I could not take my career any longer. Because now we nitpicking.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting letters saying, we heard you lost your work badge, we want to suspend you.
Yeah.
What? Like, what do we do? At this point, I got a whole new work badge.
Yeah.
Where we do that?
Who told you this information?
We went from, you only got to go to DC for a year, to I'm here 2 years, like when y'all gonna let me come back to Richmond?
See,
Like,
you already filled that position?
Yeah, I'm like, so it's all the things. So I was like, suspend me.
Yeah.
Suspend, like, they don't even know because now COVID hit.
Yes.
So you don't even know I'm finessing. I'm working at the shop, you know, on the clock. I can say that now.
Gotcha.
So I was like, I'm gonna bet on myself.
Yes.
I put my all away. Everybody around me, I support them to no end. I'm gonna bet on myself, right?
Yeah.
I was like, they want to suspend me. Let me see if I can take a week or two off without pay.
Yeah.
Go as hard as I can, and if I'm not looking for that paycheck when it comes, then I can do it, right? So I tell my husband, he like, okay, yeah.
It's a hard one.
Because right now he think I'm playing with it. Like, oh, okay.
The government jobs be too sweet.
Right.
You take up. I mean, you take a lot.
So when that check came, I was like, when we get paid? He was like, we got paid. I was like, oh.
That's
so
enough.
now,
That's it right there.
You done ignited the beast.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do this no more. He like, what? Because in truth be told, he's the more conservative one in the relationship, which is not bad. Because somebody got to be stable.
Somebody.
I'm the YOLO. I'm the risk taker. I'm the spontaneous. Like that's me. Here's our structure.
Yes.
You know, I'm late. He on time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was trying to convince him, like, I ain't gonna let me. I've never failed in life. Now I might have pivoted, had to take some alternate.
Little tunnel ride.
Yeah, but never failed. He was not on it. He was not with it. Hey, well, literally, I woke up one morning, I opened that computer up, and I could not stop crying. I could not stop crying.
I know that feeling. It's over.
When I called my manager, and his ass sent me the voicemail, I was oh, hell no. I'm out now.
Knowing me, I would have been like, that's Jesus telling me.
Yeah, that's a sign.
That's a sign, because I shouldn't talk. I need to go.
Because I'm not even a phone caller, so if I call, Ashley, what's wrong, you know?
Yeah, it has to be an emergency.
I sent emails out and everything. That was about 9 in the morning. Am I talking your head off?
No.
So that was about 9 in the morning. About 1 or 2 o'clock, I was getting calls from coworkers, like old management.
Yeah.
My old manager called. She said, with people on 3-way. She was like, they was like, congratulations. And I was like, on what? I was like, y'all know something I don't know? And she was like, we heard that you resigned. And I was like, it's funny I'm hearing from you. I haven't heard from my manager yet, you know. And they was like, well, we just want to tell you that we got your back. If you ever need us, let us know. Yeah. And, you know, God gave you the gift of courage.
Yeah.
And he wants you to live your life big. And you're doing things that a lot of us will never have the courage to do. So we gonna push you. Yeah. And I was like, well, damn. Okay.
Hold on now.
Still ain't told my husband, but I was like, I'm gonna put this in my little file. So I'm like,
can y'all record this so I can let him hear it?
And then they said, you know. But yeah, it was just like, now or never.
Yeah.
Now, never. And I jumped off the porch, and I ain't had to jump back on since. And not only that, because I'm going to give my coworkers a shout out all the time. Not only did they call me and put those words into me, my opening month, they gave me my first little t-shirt that said, like, Elite Nutrition with my name on the back and $500.
Oh, so they invested, too.
They invested in me. So
See,
I'm like,
that's when you know you was a great coworker, though.
Right, I was like, dang, I was crying. Like, that's real big. But yeah, I've been jumping ever since.
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
Like, even because before I had this location, we was at another location. And that was doing all the ordinances.
Yes.
So, don't know if y'all remember, but, barbers and beauticians, the beauty industry had to close down.
Yes.
They did not know what to do with the fitness industry.
Or the music.
See, right.
We were still open.
See? So they didn't know, like, what is sweat? Or
yeah.
like, what we doing with the sweat? I still got a nurse that work with me. I go to her with all my questions. She like, droplets is droplets. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You just do the best you can.
Yes.
So they had made the rule that we can only have 10 people.
Yep.
In the room. So I had to think outside the box.
Yeah.
So this is when my creative and my analytics had to work together.
Here we go.
Because we still got to make this money to pay these bills.
Yes, we do. Because, we did.
Because ain't no bills reducing because of COVID.
Yeah, it's still coming. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
But I got to get creative about how we do it.
Absolutely.
So what we did was, we did Sign Up Genius. And we was like, you got to sign up for a spot. Which now the class getting exclusive, right?
Yes, yeah.
So, of course, I ain't had no boundaries then. So, it's still people that's like, can I come in?
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to go back before that. Oh, AWOL, hold on. So, I got to go back before then. Okay, so creativity, right?
Yeah.
So, people were scared to come out.
Yes.
Because of COVID. But there's a lot of people like, we ain't got nothing to do now. Because the jobs telling us work from home. We got
money, but these kids is going.
Right.
I have 4.
Yeah, so they like, we need to work out. They ain't never cared about working out before, but we need to work out.
Everybody want to get in shape.
And I was like, well, how I'm going to give you a workout class if I'm in the center?
Yep.
And it was like, go live. I got that trauma from live because what I used to look like, but I had lost some weight. So I was like, go live. It was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Ding.
So I was like, y'all, everybody go live. This one class. Let's go live. We went live, and because COVID was out there, we went viral.
Yep.
I was all the bitches in the world.
Yep.
I was a killer. I was trying to get people killed.
Yep.
It was everything from you doing an amazing thing because people going crazy in their homes to bitch you out here trying to kill people with COVID.
Y'all know that y'all gonna kill everybody in that room.
But the views, them little numbers, because everybody at home ain't doing that. It was almost like Kanye.
The haters was helping.
Right, it was like, you can feel a way about me, but at least you feel something.
keep feeling.
And then when the class all said, hey, everybody delete their lives.
Yeah.
Everybody delete their lives. And that's when I started my YouTube page.
Smart.
Because now you're going to be like, whatever this trap card is, we got to figure out.
We got to figure it out.
Are they living? Where they at?
Yeah, I see it got picked up on the RVA news culture at that time.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's how a lot of people in the city seen that. Because of the live. Somebody had recorded the live and it went viral. But then somebody recorded the live and then reposted it and news picked it up. I
protect myself a lot of times by being tunnel vision.
Yeah. And that's why I say you've been seen by a lot of people for a while. We saw the journey.
I didn't know that. Because I'm like, because I used to be, thanks to therapy.
There you go.
I used to be a person who reacted to everything.
Yes, no, can't do that.
So, right, especially not in business, you can't react there. I mean,
you'll be reacting all day.
I know y'all like to pop off, but that ain't it. So I kind of had to have tunnel vision. It's kind of like my attitude now is post and go.
Yeah.
Even if it's something wrong, post and go, post, delete, go.
Smart.
Do whatever, because if I keep seeing everything around me, then I'm gonna be distracted by it.
Yes.
And I can't see that.
No.
Did you see something?
Nope.
Tunnel vision. You. Right. I feel like I just been going.
Nah, look, that's the purpose of this.
But yeah.
So when I look at that, I go, okay, she built this off of pure fan base of everybody that was, like you said, locked down. But the same way we looked at D-Nice, that's how I was looking at you. I'm like, yo, people could say what they want. But right now, look how many people that she's got their mind off what it is really. Because I come from the government sector. I retired, so I went into panic mode. Like this could be World War IV. Like who knows?
How long it's gonna last?
How long it's gonna last? We don't know. And look where it lasted. What, 3 years? So for 3 years, you saved so many different. And I had to look at this through therapy as well. Because so many people, we had to be distracted. Because if we sat back and sat and be like. So we could cough on each other's by accident,
right,
and then die into the. And this is just happening. Like I think we still all need therapy for this to happen. But seeing what you did with those people, watching people smile and happy and laugh, and it was people that I'm pretty sure probably wouldn't have made it through COVID if they wasn't working out. Because as somebody that works out as well, if you wasn't in shape during COVID,
you probably
you probably not. I'm sorry, God. You probably either not here, or you learn how to get in shape.
And that's what I was giving people. Like, there's no cure, right? So if nothing else, work on your immune system.
We have, and that
work on your immune system.
I kept looking at the news like, why aren't they saying that? That's the key.
No, they won't say you on a drug.
If the shots don't work, your body still know how to fight off viruses. So boost your immune system. How do you do that? You exercise, you eat right, and you're showing all these people on live. The numbers is going up. Your YouTube is what? Subscribers over, I know it's what? Over 125K?
167.
There you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot of people that you affected and possibly save lives. Like,
and then what I found is, again, I said, sometimes you find it, sometimes it found you.
Yes.
I started, people started reaching out to me and they like, yeah, the fitness is cool, but it's been amazing. You show so much of your entrepreneurial journey, and I'm like, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
So we saw that. You would go live and talk to us about what you don't know.
People would be like,
it was inspiring.
People
I had a thug tear right now.
Go ahead, because there's so many people out there like, oh yeah, I had a dream, and now I'm rich. And I'm like, well, how you get from there to
that was a fire-ass dream.
And so and I'm okay with being like, all right, y'all, so I fucked up last week.
Yeah.
My bad. But, so tell me what y'all want to do. You know, like, because how do we know? I was on a pitch contest. I didn't know what the hell pitching was.
Yes.
My assistant was literally like, we ain't going to lunch if you don't fill out this application.
Yes.
Through that, I learned about funding, how to pitch your business, like problem solving. And they like, so what you been doing this for? I'm like, using my cash.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, doing what I can, collective, like, using my community. I tell people all the time, I built my business off of ABCs.
Yes.
ABCs. Authenticity.
Preach.
Belief system.
Well.
If I believe in myself, I can make you a believer. You gonna buy from me, which is gonna make the banks a believer, and it just keep on funneling through.
Circle.
But you gotta believe in yourself. And then C, creativity. Like you can, if you think it's gonna be plan A, B, C, I tell everybody every day, I am plan Z, girl. When I started this business, I was in bankruptcy.
Ooh.
And my friends say I don't talk my shit enough. My best friend, shout out to you, Olga. From first year starting out full time, I've always been a 6-figure business in bankruptcy, only using cash flow in my community. You build the people will help build your business. Even then when it came to this space, cause I'm in bankruptcy, right? So, you know, they gonna want a little bit more than a little security deposit from me. And it was an abrupt decision. Like, I thought I was gonna be able to renew my lease where I was at. Landlord declined, so we had to make a decision real quick. Somebody was like, you could do crowdfunding. What the fuck is that? Like, I don't know nothing about business. I'm like, I'm not asking nobody for no money.
Yeah.
Like,
especially look, black people. Like,
yeah,
I'm not asking for the money. They don't know me like that.
I'm not asking nobody for no money. They like, no, that's what the other communities do.
Yes.
They call it crowdfunding, and it's like people would invest in you. You give free videos on YouTube all the time. These people would definitely help you. And y'all, they raised $17,000 in 21 days.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? That's what I'm talking about.
Literally from the mindset, you give us a free class all the time.
Yes.
Let us help you.
Yeah.
This year, I told them, we keep having issues with copywriting because of ASCAP and everything.
Yes.
I need ASCAP licensing, but it costs. They said, throw a fundraiser. And we doubled. what we ask for. Like, the people are like, you've made us a believer. You've given so much of yourself to us. What you need, sis?
Yes.
You know, so it's like, you gotta be creative in this thing, because you never know. If I always thought that my business would be, I will come in, teach people in a physical class, and bank, I would have died during COVID.
Yeah.
I would have died during COVID.
Would have been, because what's there to live for at that point? Like, and that's why I say it's your creativity, the Trill Fest. Like, seeing that was one of the most amazing accomplishments I've seen. And that's why I said I put you in the category of an artist. Because them people came to see you. You know what I mean? They believe in everything that you've built. They travel. I think somebody raised their hand and said they was from like Atlanta or DC. I'm like,
all that.
What?
New York. We have a lady, Angie, I call her my cousin now. She comes here every other month. Yeah. She'll be, when we do small business Saturdays, she'll be a vendor. She goes to us to the trapcations.
Yes.
Like, when I tell you I feel like I'm good in every hood,
yes,
I'm good in every hood.
Did it just flash?
It did flash.
All right, perfect.
Oh, are we good? Okay.
All right, we're going to insert an ad right there, but
okay.
So we good. But what was you was at the part where you said...
I think I was saying, like, if I would have just... The creative part.
Yeah, creative.
I would have died if I would have just based it on that.
Yep.
Thinking outside the box.
Thinking outside the box. Yep.
Yeah. So, like, overall, a big part of being an entrepreneurship is being creative. Like, the numbers matter. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But you won't sustain longevity if you're unable to be creative.
Yeah. Excuse me. And we seeing that right now with the music industry. A lot of people that have big fan bases, they're not delivering the same amount of music. So now rap is going down like this, and R&B is now going back up, because now you got the Coco Joneses and all these people that's actually, we know that they're giving real good content in all of the madness that's out there.
And then even with, like, during COVID, they couldn't tour. So streaming became like... God.
The end all
so that mean the independent side was like, we don't need nobody.
We don't need nobody.
Right.
And now they're like, you think you can help me on distribution? It's like, I'm sorry.
So you will not sustain as an entrepreneur if you are unable to be creative.
I've seen a lot of quote unquote creators try to, I ain't gonna say copy your style, but mimic or do the same. And I've noticed that they're in and out like quickly because of what you were saying earlier with the being organic. Like when I watch the people that leave your class, they almost, like you said, what y'all call each other's cousins.
Yeah.
And the whole time just being there Saturday, I'm like, this look like a family reunion. It's only like 4 dudes here, but this is a real family reunion going on. Like.
And that's so crazy too.
They did it again?
No.
Oh, I thought you.
No, somebody walked in. That's why.
Oh, what's going on?
You
scared the shit out of me.
No. We can still go.
Black people, beep. Like, that's the part we're going to cut. But, all right.
So, so the cousin thing was because I'm the awkward black girl, right?
Yes.
So it's like, how do I get past the hey, new person? So I learned it from Tupac. What is it? Cousin!
Cousin!
Yeah! So now we ain't weird. We family. Ain't shit to be weird about. Right? Yeah. But hold on. About people who mimic me. I don't see them. And then 2, what people get caught up on. So people see the now.
Yes.
And so they assume this is.
Oh, I just pick up and just do this.
My first class was 3 people, and my mama was one of them. Because she gonna support her. She's still here. Yeah. My mama gonna say it's a journey, and people in this day and time, they get so caught up. I want to lie about it. They get so caught up on being an influencer. Yes. And I don't understand that, right?
Because they think that comes with something.
So I learned that I'm an influencer. Yes. Didn't know that. Because how can I tell you I'm an influencer? Yeah. I'm an influencer, AWOL. You be like, well, what the fuck you influencing me to do?
Yeah,
I was you don't even know what I need to be influenced with in life.
What could you buy with that influence?
How much I'm going to convince you that I'm going to influence you? No, you're the audience. You tell me whether or not I'm an influencer.
And you are. Just so you know. Yes, you definitely.
But it's like, what separates me from whoever is my story. Yes. My story is mine. Yes. And that, you can't say, it's almost like with artists. Like, you can be Milli Vanilli and mimic what you think a rapper is and copy the words. But that ain't gonna get you but so far because you're an act.
Yes.
You're an act. What are you here for? When you have a story, you can go wherever you want to with that.
Yes.
That's why Rick Ross can rap and sell wings because he is unapologetically a big guy.
Yes.
And he can also show you his fitness journey.
Yep.
And he can do this because he has a story.
Yeah. Right now, he's been showing people how to buy farms and get real estate, like taxes taken away, like for your property.
He has a story.
Facts. No, you're right.
Like, even it's crazy as Kevin Gates is, we follow him, but it is amazing to see somebody come from the prison system and have a farm and do this and do that. Like, you have a story.
Yeah.
But without a story, you just an act.
Yes.
So I don't get caught up on people like that. And even with the story, like, what people don't understand is the business is me.
Yes.
I built it so much now that even if I stop doing the trap, I'm getting brand deals now because I have a story.
Bars.
Yeah.
But go ahead. No.
And what I'm saying, like,
yeah.
there's so
we
many
gotta put an air
avenues.
horn or something.
Like, there's so many avenues.
Absolutely.
Like, podcasts. Like,
Yep.
I don't have to be stuck in this one element no more because my story has transcended.
You've already branded yourself to the point where wherever you move, your fan base and your cousins gonna move with you.
And where some at, because one time I had a conversation with another dance fitness instructor.
Yes.
And she's like, but you give classes on YouTube for free. And I was like, but do you see, I have 167,000 subscribers.
Yes.
That's a potential to have 167,000 customers.
Yes.
That's a potential to sell 167,000 t-shirts.
Analytics, though.
Yeah.
Everybody can't do both. And that's the goal, man.
Yes, thinking small, you gotta think big, bitch.
You gotta think big.
You gotta think big, okay? So, like, whereas you always, people think you're giving something away, like that creativity, go back to the creativity, it's give and take.
Yes.
It's risk.
Yes.
But now I got an audience. If I delete every video on my YouTube, I still got 167,000 subscribers.
Yes.
So if I just start doing cooking videos, they might be for a while where the hell the videos go.
Yes.
But eventually they gonna be like, that apple pie look real good.
Now they eating trap pie. Ooh,
Right.
that's a smart idea.
Because we got the trap tube now because
Yep.
YouTube takes money.
Yep.
So I go live. This is a creative thing I do. I go live, which is free.
Yes.
Essentially. I go live for an hour. I let the video stay up for 12 hours. After that, I take the video down. I reload it on my website, TrapTube, and I charge people $5 to get the replay. The difference between the live and TrapTube is the live is you gonna get what you get.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi freeze, it's gonna be foggy, all that good stuff. I have a separate camera that's gonna give you 4K HD.
Yeah.
If you want to see my face like this, then you invest in the video on TrapTube.
Absolutely.
Or you'll just never see the damn video again.
Man.
But you gotta, it's a funnel. You gotta be creative.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I see you, I go, she's the voice for a lot of these entrepreneurs that's in the city and will continue to be a voice because of the things that you do. Not only just not just for your cousin, but just like I said, I'm one of those people that I watch you and I'm learning from you. Mm-hmm. I'm learning, like, the whole time I'm out there at Trill Fest, I'm like, okay, I remember her from a year ago. Right. Like, these are the same people.
AWOL was out there like...
I was just like, this is, and you just like, yeah, this normal. I'm like, this is impressive. This is impressive.
I'm like, I'm setting up the cameras. Hold on, AWOL, give me a second. Like,
look, somebody's crawling up the hill. It was like, I must cardio. I was like, this is dope. But like I said, once again, it was a blessing talking to you.
Thank you.
It's been amazing to watch your journey. I can't help but I know, like, just knowing how your mind works, I know you about to take it to like the next level. I can see it, like you got that spark back in you. You feeling it.
I
So I know it's coming. I can't wait. Anytime you need somebody to help, advertise everything, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
But like I said, like, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube, Trap Cardio.
Bang, bang.
All things Trap Cardio. We have a website, trap-cardio.com, which will give you my Instagram, beyond.the.fluff, my TikTok, baby, I'm everywhere, okay? Yeah. But all things trap-cardio.com.
Dang. On cue. On cue.